Alrighty, guys, welcome back once again. Back live, Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta. Little bit of a different setup for you. We are going to call it a day, call it a wrap. So we decided we'll bring Mr. Schmidt on the mic, let him say thank you to everybody. Before that happens, though, I gotta say, John, man, thank you. Because what you did over the last few days, number one, was remarkable in a couple of different ways. The stamina that you showed, the heart that you showed, and what it takes to play great straight pool with cue ball control is something I'll never forget. It's inspiring to me. I can't wait to get on a table and try my luck at it.
Well, I'm flattered to hear that, and I appreciate it, and I'm glad that I got a chance to show people how great the game is and how difficult it is, and it makes you appreciate all the 200 and 300 and 400 and 500, 600, 700 ball runs you've heard about. It really gives you an idea of how hard it is. Now, as far as stamina goes, I've probably never been more tired in my life, which is why we quit early. I was playing horrible today. Yesterday, I got a little carried away, and I played 10 straight hours, and it was just too much, and I'm hurting. My mind's dead right now, and I don't think I'd be able to produce anything worth talking about the rest of the day. But because we had a short time frame, we tried to cram in. I really wish I would have had the full 6 days on that table.
Yep.
But we've had a lot going on. Maybe next time I can come up and try it again, spread the time out a little more to where I play 3-4 hours a day, skip every other day. Because when I'm strong and I'm right, the numbers that I produced yesterday, I can do every time. Like each day, I'll produce numbers like that. Today, I was lucky to run 100. I was so exhausted. I was a little embarrassed and frustrated, and I just have to throw in the towel. But the fans, the viewers, and everybody have been just so supportive of me and everything we're doing that I couldn't be more pleased.
You played awesome yesterday, too.
Yes, yeah.
Definitely nothing to be embarrassed about with your play today.
No, not even.
Yesterday made up for anything you did today.
Now, the only thing I can say, though, that I'm not happy about is the extension that came on this cue right here is so gorgeous. It has such unbelievable grain. I don't know if the camera can pick it up.
Oh, we will.
But whoever wins this cue has some badass looking grain in the butt and in the extension. You'll see it in person. It's trick looking, yeah. I like rifles, as you guys know. So when I get a rifle with a gorgeous wood stock, that's really like my thing. That is one good looking cue. So yeah, we're gonna do the raffle here pretty soon, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Okay,
We've got a couple of them to do, and so
but it's not a raffle.
It's not a raffle.
Oh, it's a sweepstakes. That's right.
That's right. So I just again, John, I want to say thank you to not only yourself, but there's a few. I got to put up a graphic here. A few people that we need to thank for making this happen. Number one, the pool doctor, Lou Sorrell, table mechanic or lead table mechanic. The winning stroke, they were out of Quebec. They were the ones that helped us with the Predator table, made sure that was in place. Martin Keali, man, hats off to you for allowing myself to work on that table and John to show us the magic on that table. We've got Predator as well. Man, I'll tell you what, this industry would not be the same without Predator. From the cloth, balls, cues, everything that y'all are doing over at Predator. My hat's off to you. I know the team, phenomenal group. And Talm, one of John's sponsors. Also got to thank the Leather Pocket, Len Spitney, the owner, and of course, Jeff Wanless, the main man, setting up the Predator table, getting everything done. And as well, Ben Francis sitting on the mic with me throughout. Stephanie, graphics. I mean, we couldn't have asked for really a much better team to put things together. So huge thanks to everybody involved. And, of course, last but definitely not least, everybody that tuned in throughout the last 6 days. You guys have been great. We've said it 1,000 times on Q Sports Live, and really it's the way that we feel. We can't do what we do without you. Yeah. So,
and last but not least, Grant, for all the work he put in.
Thank you.
Grant
cannot
put in
be
a
underrated.
lot of work. He was the one who brought this table in, and I mean, he was hanging lights and 10-hour days and working hard, and just bringing all your equipment in here to do this live stream is like
It's a production.
It's a production, man. You're a hard-working man, dude. I'll tell you what.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, guys, don't forget, we still do have these on the website. They'll remain up there. Grab yourself a piece of history. These are hand-signed by John Schmidt. Each one individually numbered. They come with a letter of authenticity. And it goes to help John and his professional career and travel
wife.
expenses, and of course, Felicity as well.
You're helping my wife, and I sure appreciate it.
Absolutely. So those will always be on the website up until they sell out. There's only 100 up there, guys, so make sure you get in, grab yourself a piece of history. That will not be taken away ever. No. That is a solid part of history. That was the run that broke a 65-year record. Yeah. So, that'll remain in history.
For sure.
Yeah, and you should be. Yeah. And you should be.
I was told a million times it was impossible, and it felt impossible.
I thought it was impossible.
I mean, think about even yesterday how good I played when I ran 346. That's a great run.
You know what?
Yeah.
How do you like running 346
Halfway.
and going, you just need a couple hundred more from here? Yeah. That was just to break willies.
Just 25 more racks
just
or
another
so.
20 like racks, and you're right there, kiddo. Hang in there. Keep your chin up. Yeah, it's a daunting task. Now, I want to touch on something real quick before we get into the raffle. A lot of people are trying to pit me against Jason and drag me into this to where I badmouth him. Here's the way I look at things. Jason did things the way he did it, and I'm doing the things the way I'm doing it. Neither one of us are breaking rules because there really isn't any set rules in these exhibitions. It's kind of a free-for-all. So I'm not going to sit here and say the way he did it was illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I just do things the way I see fit, and he can do the same. And he's an amazing player, and what he did is amazing. And I doubt highly I ever run 700. So Jason, you're the greatest. I'm not here to say that I could beat you at nothing, but I just like playing straight pull. And when I play it, it's not like I'm out to get you, Jason. I just like to play the game, and I always have. That's how I ended up this good.
Well, and you know what? You kind of complimented Jason the other day, and I'm sorry to cut you off here, but it just shows you the type of guy you are. And I got to know you again, since Vegas, and you're just all around. You're a solid dude. You wear your heart on your sleeve.
Mm-hmm. Well, I treat people the way they treat me is all I can tell you. I was raised that way, and you guys, everybody here in Canada has treated me amazing. Yeah. And
well, you take into account, perhaps a few outside forces coming in. Some on Jason's side, some on your side, and there's no need for it to get nasty. There's no need for it to, you cheated here, you did this, you did that. There's no need for that. I don't want to be a part of that, and I won't be. We're not here to dog out Jason. No. He's a phenomenal player. He's a great player. What he accomplished was amazing.
Exactly.
But let's if we're going to go down this road, let's spit a few facts when it comes to the most 100 runs, the most 200 runs, the most 300 runs, the most 400 runs. I'm sitting beside the man that holds all those titles. There's one that, escaped you. Jason got it. And you know what? Good on him. Yeah. Because I think it's really great for billiards.
Oh, it's good for pool, yeah.
I'd just like to come out and say that I think John is the greatest straight pool player of all time.
Well, I'll tell you.
And I know there's a lot of legends, and I know you're going to be humble and say that you're not.
I really don't think that's fair to the other players. I don't think I'm the greatest. That's almost impossible. I do think that I'm in the mix of guys that when I'm dead and gone, people might say I'm one of the greatest, and I'd be
top three.
Top three in this building. But the one way that I play straight pool, there's certain formats that would suit me. Like a lot of players would have a hard time beating me if they had to tell me what shot they were going to shoot next after they shoot a ball. Mm-hmm. That's where I think I play the game a little tighter.
100%. Those little touches, the cue ball the accuracy of the cue ball control, it just boggles my mind.
I can open up and play wide open and slam into the balls and play more aggressive and stuff, and I can do that too. But I have a certain style, and it works in certain formats. And I'm very flattered that you guys say I'm the greatest. I don't think I am. I think Torsten is. I think Jason Shaw is right in that group of those top few guys that you'd have to, because Jason plays great and his pattern recognition is good. I've watched him play. He plays nice. For me, like I said, there's 7 billion people on the planet, and if I go down in history of having the second highest run, I think I've done well. And I think a lot of people think that my whole career is wrapped around straight pool, and I'm pretty proud of what I've done in one pocket and rotation pool. So to me, straight pool is just a part of the puzzle of my job the last 25 years, and I just do the best I can.
Well, having you mic'd up was such a treat.
Such a game
Oh,
changer.
good.
I think we all learned
yeah,
a ton.
I hope so. It was hard. That was harder to do than I thought because I couldn't keep my thoughts straight and pick the balls and shoot.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's easier if I actually walk you guys through a rack and I never have to shoot. But I tried to do both, and then I'd lose my train of thought and then miss-execute. So that was harder. I think I ran 240 for you yesterday, yapping the whole time, which I was
incredible.
happy to pull that off.
Incredible.
And so let's be realistic about the run. We had 4 days on the Gold Crown table with the wider pockets and so on and so forth. And the reality suggests you had 4 days to do it. You're mic'd up, on camera. It's live. How much more pressure could we apply to you to say, here, try and go beat a record?
Well,
right? I mean, come on,
especially in
be real.
fairness to me, I know I'm always kind of making excuses, but when I play straight pool, there's kind of high expectations on me. So playing straight pool in front of the world with all my detractors and my fans, it was more heat than I kind of realized. I was pretty damn nervous the first day, and I was under-hitting a lot of break shots with fear. And then I kind of opened up, and I got some bad rolls that first day, learning the table and kind of remembered how to play straight pool. But the second day I did better, got some bad rolls off the break. And then the third day I remembered, like, wow, you're going to have to hit the break a little harder. And then I started whapping them in. The patterns got a little easier. And if I don't get tree-topped on that 346, that might have turned into something there. But, if you'd have told me at the beginning of the week, we're going to give you 4 days, and your high run will be 346. Would you take that? Absolutely.
Of course.
That's a great run.
Of course.
That's most pro players' high run of their entire 3-decade career. So
Right.
it's pretty arrogant for me to be like, oh no, I could do better than that. So I don't like to disrespect other players, which is what it is when you start spouting off that I can do this and I can do that. It's like, well, what would Steve Mizarek say? Well, my high run was 440 in my whole life, and you think you can just beat that in 3 days? Like, what do you think? I'm a donkey or something?
Yeah.
So I try to be respectful to the other pros, and that's just my nature. I don't like to boast and say I can do this and do that.
Yeah.
But I would like to have a spread out couple weeks on this table with the racker and the live stream and the great conditions. And I'm all about rules. If anybody has a problem with how I'm racking or anything, I have no problem going back to the BCA rule book and actually playing the game by the rule with no template. My record was done with no template. Okay,
The 626 run.
Templates are not allowed. It's in the BCA rules. Jason broke the record with a template, which is fine. But from here on out, I guess there's no rules. So,
Well, and
I
I
don't
think
know what to say.
Okay,
but
so I mean,
I
there's
played by the rules when I ran.
sure, but there's there's 2 rabbit holes we can go down, and I'd like to see it go to take the high road. Let's go back. Let's have somebody, whether that's BCA, whether it's WPBA, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Let's have a set of rules. The comment was made already on the live stream.
We do. It's just they weren't followed.
But for 14-1 continuous high run, not for 14-1 straight pool.
Well, I mean,
one-on-one. We need standard rules.
Yeah, I suppose so.
For these world record
in today's
attempts.
day and age, everybody plays by themselves with a camera on,
Correct.
and that's why I don't fault Jason for anything because it's really the Wild West. There is no rules for that. It's kind of an unprecedented thing.
Yeah.
So the world wants to see him hate me and me hate him and me say this and him say that. Look, Jason, if you're listening, you're freaking awesome, pal. And I hope to be half the player that you are. And, if I get up there and get lucky and break your run, I'd be ecstatic. And if I never come close, that's the way it goes. But
Nothing wrong with it.
I'd like to be thought that I'm in that small group of players.
Here's
and that's good
you know
enough
what,
for
I'll
me.
give you, and again, only my opinion. I'll give you my opinion. You're going to go down in history. There's no doubt. You broke a 65-year record with a 626 run, hand racked. Jason comes along. All credit to him as well. You guys are 2 of the best top players on the planet. Period. End of debate. He's got the high run record
right.
at this point. Could you do it? Sure you could. Could Filler, could Shaw,
Oh, yeah.
or
There's other players
SVB.
that could run
I mean,
700.
who knows where this goes, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I just know from this point, you have a 65-year record. That can't go nowhere.
That's right.
The cloth that we're offering on our website, cslipl.com, that is history right there. That can never be erased, never be taken away from.
Yeah.
What Shaw did, it was amazing, right?
Totally.
Those 2 things in and of themselves, they'll go down in history. Where it goes from here, Who knows?
I mean, I think people want, like Jason and I, to nitpick each other, but it'd be a lot easier. I mean, I could give you the list of guys that have beat my 626. The list's pretty short. And I could give you the list of top pros that I've beaten. And I don't do that. I don't disparage other players that have a lower high run. I mean, it's not all about high runs. I actually want to. I swear, I know this sounds phony to say this, but if somebody said you can run 800 tomorrow, or you can run 626 4 more times, I would take the 4 626s because I know who's the better player, the guy that could run the big runs more often. And Jason can run big runs. I'm not hinting that he can't. I mean, if anybody wants to play straight pull for big money, I'll take Jason as a partner, and we can play some Scotch doubles because he's a straight-up gangster. I love how he plays fast. I mean, he's amazing. So I don't want this whole thing to turn into like a hate fest between us. I don't.
I don't want to see it go ugly.
It's good for pool. I mean, Jason, if you're listening, you and I have inspired a ton of people to play the game and to appreciate pool. And this gave me a little bit of a chance to show people how I play pool. Not just how I play straight pool. I mean, it's pool. It's called straight pool.
Because let's be honest, you're not a one-trick pony.
No,
right?
No,
you got multiple nine-ball titles. Right. I mean, your resume just goes on and on and on and on and on. And what you put on display here for me, probably some of the viewers would agree with me. Yeah. The way you control that white ball, second to none.
Well,
second to nobody. I don't care who you talk about.
Sure, and you did inspire a lot of players.
Yes.
There have been a lot of players in the chats that are saying, man, I just want to get up and hit a cue. I feel like I'm in dead stroke just watching this guy play.
Well, you will actually get in stroke watching.
And that's how I feel. I can't wait to get on a table.
You're going to go over there on that table, Ben, because you're a great player. I'd bet money within a couple days you run a couple hundred. You're going to blast off a number on the table. The only thing you got to get over is because your high run's 106, you're going to feel a little panicked when you get to 160. You're going to be like, holy cow, what is happening here? And you've got to fight through that because we've all gone through that the first time that we just run 200. It's a freak show.
Well, and I've learned so much watching you that I don't see how I can't run a lot of balls. I've learned a ton.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and I got to give Damien credit here as well because he kind of told me that, when you come up here and you do what you do, that it's going to be a level of pool that I have never witnessed before. And I didn't know quite how to take that, right? Because I know that you and Damien are tight, and but I'll tell you, he is so 100% correct in the fact that your cue ball control, don't care who you talk about any pool player at any point in time in history, the cue ball control that you have, sir, is not only world class, you are second to nobody.
Yeah, I think
that's my opinion.
If all I'm trying to do is pocket a ball and not play position, it's pretty easy to shoot straight. But I try to make the ball and get position, and I think, it shows. My resume, I'm proud of it. But I think a lot of people are like, well, yeah, John was a good player 15 years ago. No, I still play the same exact way as I did in my prime. I just don't.
Well, and you put that on display
and I'm
for
glad that people, because
10 hours
there's
yesterday.
some important people in the world that I wanted to see how good I still play. Guys like a Jeremy Jones or an Emily Frazier or a Pat Fleming. Those are important people in the industry.
Certainly.
That when they hear the numbers I run, they go, oh, man, he's in stroke. Maybe we can invite John to a tournament, or John's still a great player. So, I'm not washed up or ready for the glue factory just yet, so don't give up on me. But I am today more tired and in more pain than I've been in a long time, and that's fine because that's what I signed up for. I had a blast doing this, and you guys could have picked 20 top players to come here and do this, and you let me do my thing and have fun. And it's just been a dream trip. Made a ton of friends. I've made some money. I've ate amazing. It just could not be any better.
So why don't we say one final thing here? We are talking the potential of you coming back again, maybe before the Canada Open. We're not going to commit to that right now. We've got to talk and have some conversations. Maybe there's some challenge matches with certain individuals that may or may not happen. Mm-hmm. We don't know yet, but if it does happen, guys,
always options, sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
If it happens, you'll be the first to know.
I'm just hoping I don't come back here in 2 months and Ben Francis shoots my liver out playing straight pool because this guy can play. I'd be interesting to see the numbers you put
Consider
up.
Consider
it done. Yeah. I'll be excited to see how you do on that. I think you got a 200 in you, Ben.
I love it. So why don't we do what everybody's tuned in for?
Yeah,
let's get on with it. Let's switch this camera angle over here. I'm going to do a little zoomy zoom action here and see if I can get this in.
It's the most gorgeous extension. Look at the grain in that extension.
There it
you
is,
can't
guys.
See it from that angle.
There it is.
I gotta grab that extension.
Yeah, you don't. You're not wired up.
Now look at this extension. I mean, I've seen like 40 of these. This is the best looking one I've ever seen. Where's the camera at? Right here.
Right behind you.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
it's
one
that
back
one.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the grain in that?
You got to go a little more to it.
Isn't that nice?
Now you're too far. Move in this way. And then up a bit. There you
Right
go.
there?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Now you have to come back
Well,
out.
I got to keep it out on the light. Trust me, the grain in this is disgusting.
He
Just
knows.
just lay it
I
down
want
on
to
the
switch
table
it
that
out
way.
for the one I got, but I can't do that to you.
So
Swap
yes,
it out.
there it is, guys. So that is the Mr. 626Q. This is what we're gonna draw for. I'm gonna make my way over here if I can. I'm a little bit tethered at the moment, but maybe Ben can back that out just a touch.
Yeah.
And we'll get
Wow,
to
I'm
it.
the one drawing this ticket.
You
Oh,
are
boy.
drawing the ticket, sir.
No pressure.
I hope my dad
Yeah,
didn't
right.
buy a raffle ticket. Okay.
Let's get her done.
Okay. here
We're
we-
ready, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Dig deep.
Yeah, let me dig in there. All right, this is the one.
That's the one. Let's have a look.
Who's it gonna be?
John Schmidt.
It is Blaine Weisner.
Blaine Weisner.
There's the
Congratulations,
ticket. I don't know.
Blaine.
Do
You
you
guys
want
know
to
him?
see if you can zoom in there?
Yeah, if you just stay right there, I think I can negotiate it. As long as the light doesn't kill me. Nope,
Can't see it?
not quite. But we can use the other
Blaine
camera.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Weisner.
I'll come over to this other camera here.
Blaine Weisner?
Blaine.
You know him?
Weisner.
Oh, do you?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a good look. That's a good look.
That's the ticket right there.
Congratulations, Blaine.
Indeed.
All right, so
We will get that sent off for you, sir.
we have one more draw to do.
We
We'll
do.
get John to draw one more ticket.
No,
Oh.
we need a couple.
Was
Oh.
that for the queue?
Three
That was for the queue.
Oh, wow.
We have 3 draws for our CSL IPL players that we told them on the early bird draw that we would be giving away the coveted CSL IPL jersey. So we've got
Jam up
3
jerseys.
Jam up jerseys.
Oh, nice. Those are sweet, too.
So we need the first one. Vincent Didio.
Vincent. We'll
Yeah.
show the
Let
other
me,
camera all three at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. All right. So there's Vincent. Sorry, I keep getting tied up in the tether here.
Congratulations, Vincent. Oh, what happened? We lost that camera.
Did we really?
Yeah. Did you?
Oh, you know what? I might have stepped on.
You stepped
I
on the
did.
thing. Okay, we're back.
We're back. We're back.
We're back. Second winner of the CSL IPL jersey,
Aaron Hensley.
Aaron Hensley.
Nice. Okay, one more.
Congratulations, Doc.
One more.
One more jersey to be won from the early bird. Who's it going to be?
Matthew Fortin.
Matthew Fortin. Congratulations, Matthew.
There's our winners.
I'll get Grant to show all three of
Yeah,
those to the
I'll
other
do that
camera.
right now. I don't know if I can hold them all 3 at the same time.
See if you can line them all up fancy like.
Does that work?
A little closer. Closer and higher. A little closer. Perfect.
There we are, guys.
Congratulations.
So I can leave this now under this one. Awesome.
Nice. Well, congrats to the winner of the
Some
queue.
pretty
That's
pretty
sweet.
cool prizes, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, those jerseys are super
Oh,
awesome.
they're super. They're like $100 a piece or something. They're
Yeah, they're
gorgeous.
not cheap, yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. So again, John, thank you so much.
Oh, it was a blast.
For coming up, taking time out of your schedule, gracing us with your presence here, and just
please,
showing us.
no. you guys did a ton of work and took time out of your schedule for me, and you let me reap the benefits of this ultra. I mean, you guys have treated me amazing, and I'm looking forward to coming back. I'm going to bring my wife with me. We're going to make a little summer trip of it, play the tournament, the Predator event,
Yep.
and the event here. And I just love this pool room. This is a great pool room. So. I can imagine how nice Canada in August will be, and
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
I'm looking forward to it. So thank you everybody that followed me and supported, and I hope I inspired you a little bit. And all you older guys out there, hey, your career's not over at 45, 55 years old. You know, I'm almost 100, and I still can play. So don't get down on yourself when you're an older player. Yeah, I had a blast this week.
Awesome. Well, let's just throw up one more graphic here. It is for what you've alluded to, the Canada Open. This is Q Sports Live partnering with Predator as well as CSI. So this is happening August 16th to the 20th in Red Deer, Alberta. We have 64 ladies with 50,000 added. We have 128 men with 50,000 added.
Wow.
Plus a full amateur event that runs beside it. We're going to make history here in Canada.
Yeah, that's
single largest money added event to ever happen in Canada. So couldn't be happier, couldn't be more proud. Predator, thank you very much. We appreciate what you guys are doing. You've got the business model, you've got the brains behind it with Karim as your CEO, not CFO. And, you know, you guys are doing great things, and we can't wait till this event happens.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have John back. And, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, giving John all the support. Again,
Yes.
jump onto the website if you can, cslipl.com. Grab yourself a piece of history with that cloth. And he does have a GoFundMe. So if you've appreciated the last 6 days of what John has done, give him a little bit of love. Jump on to GoFundMe, search for John Schmidt.
Yeah,
You'll see the
thank you.
GoFundMe that I started for him, and that's a wrap for us.
Yeah, that's it. Great
Thanks
job
again,
this
John.
week, Ben. No, thank you.
Awesome,
It was
guys.
a pleasure. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. So on behalf of myself, John Schmidt, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep in mind, Ben and I heading out on Tuesday, heading over to Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be bringing you all the action live for the VNEA World Championships.
Starts Thursday.
We will be there. Don't be late. We'll catch you on the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Good night, everyone.